Hey there. Well-being, wisdom, and wealth. How do you feel about those three things? How do you feel those things are playing out in your life right now? Are you feeling awesome about your financial situation? Are you feeling healthy and wealthy and wise, I guess? Are you feeling that the universe is rigged in your favor? Well, I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't necessarily feel that way. So, to give myself a little boost and to help me out between now and the end of the year, oh, Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. In case you haven't met yet, go and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you're being exposed to Pajama Grandma. I'm looking for a place to put down my coffee so that it won't spill. Nothing worse than spilling coffee first thing in the day. Well, I guess there's worse things, but I don't like it. So, between now and the end of the year, I've decided that out of 3 different decks, one that corresponds to each wealth, health, and relationships, I decided I would pull a card from each of those decks and then read it and carry it with me throughout my day to remind me of some positive messages, to keep me motivated and keep me going. I don't know about you, but I need some tricks like that sometimes, or some strategies to pull me in the direction that I want to go. So I'm always feeling good. So I'm always feeling good about the things that are working in my life and not dwelling on the things that aren't working. So I love these card decks. They're relatively inexpensive. You can get them on sale, especially from Hay House. I love Hay House. A couple times a year they have them on sale. But even if you don't get them on sale, you can go to Barnes & Noble or the bookstores and buy them, or you can buy them online. But I love them because they're like the Cliff Note versions, if any of you remember what Cliff Notes are, of books. And they take like the highlighted notes and the most important things and they pull them out of the books, and they make it easy for me to review things from books I've read or from positive messages of things that I want to think about and care about and focus on. So let's see what we've got today from the Well-Being deck. From the Well-Being deck, looks like a little redhead, and it says, handy dandy magnifying glass, when I'm feeling good, I'm allowing in good. When I'm feeling good, I'm allowing in good. Let's check out the back. It says, the way you feel is your indication of your vibrational connection to that which is your source. The better you feel, the better your connection. The worse you feel, the more disallowance to that connection. Nothing is more important than that you feel good, because nothing is more important than your connection to that which is your source. Now, what is your source? Your source is whatever you believe in. It is God. It is any other name for God, Buddha, Allah, I don't know all the different religions, your connection to the universe, your spirit, your soul. The better you feel, the more connected you are to a higher power than just you. How often do we feel, especially in times of struggle, that we're all alone, or that we're the only one on the planet that could possibly be feeling that way? I think only humans think that, but we're never, ever, ever alone. We're never disconnected. No matter how horrible we feel, no matter how bad things are, no matter how evil we are, there's always a thread of connection to source. And the better we're feeling, the bigger and the more connected we are. The worse we're feeling, the less connected we are. So if you're feeling really, really bad, or if you're behaving in ways that aren't congruent with who you really are as a being, then you're going to feel bad. And that means you're more disconnected from the source of all life, all energy, everything, because everything is energy. That's getting woo-woo fast. So I'm going to back off on that and just realize that your main purpose, your main job, your main activity on this planet is to feel good. Do whatever you can to feel good every single day. Next, from the Wisdom deck, because we all could use a little more wisdom in our lives, is from Louise Hay, and it says, this world is our heaven on earth. This world is our heaven on earth. Now, whether you believe that or not, doesn't matter. You can choose to approach your life as heaven, or you can choose to approach this life as hell. You can choose to approach your life and focus on all the things that are working out for you, or you can choose to look at your life and say, nothing's working out for me. And guess what? You'll keep getting more of that. Here's what it has to say on the back. Good old Louise Hay, who recently passed away. In the new millennium of the Aquarian age, we are learning to go within to find our Savior. We are the power we are looking for. Each one of us is totally linked with the universe and with life. Well, that one's consistent with the last card. It's saying, hey, you are linked with everything else and with life. This reminds me, this whole we are one reminds me how important it is to live by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. Because guess what? Whatever you do to anyone else, you're doing to yourself, because you're doing to the universe as a whole. So if you're out doing good deeds and doing good things and loving people, that's contributing in a positive way to the world, to the universe, to life. If you're out doing evil, greedy, mean, horrible, unkind, bad things, then it's just like you're doing it to yourself, because you might think you're doing it to other people and that you're hurting other people, but really you always know, your spirit, your soul, your being always knows that what you're doing is wrong, and that you're doing it and hurting yourself as much as you are the other person. Think about that next time you're in traffic and you're feeling like screaming and yelling and having road rage or something. Realize that it's just like yelling at yourself. It's just like being frustrated with yourself. So stop being frustrated with yourself. Love yourself, and that opens you up to loving other people. Finally, from the Wealth and Law of Attraction, or Money and Law of Attraction deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks and the Teachings of Abraham, we have, I can pivot from feeling bad to good. I can pivot from feeling bad to good, which is a really awesome skill and strategy, knowing that our main mission is to feel good. Isn't it awesome to know that, guess what? You can just instantly pivot from feeling bad to good. Let's find out how. As you look for a better feeling way to approach whatever you are giving your attention to, as you continue to ask yourself from your ever-changing vantage point, what is it that I do want? Eventually, you will be standing in a very pleasing place, for you cannot continually ask yourself what it is that you do want without your point of attraction beginning to pivot in that direction. The process will be gradual, but your continued application of the process will yield wonderful results in only a few days. This is the key to happiness, I think, and joy. It's focusing on what we want. It's thinking about and giving our attention to what we want. No matter what our circumstances currently are, no matter what's going on around us right now, if we focus on what we want, we'll be moving toward that automatically, because our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs will start moving us toward the steps, the actions, the people, the places, the things, the thoughts, more thoughts of what we need to do to get to that point of what we want. If we're continually thinking about what we don't want, guess what? We're just recreating that in our life. If we hate our current situation, we hate our job, and we're thinking about it all the time, and that's all we can think about, guess what? We're going to be stuck in that same horrible loop until we change our thoughts. That's it. Some amazing cards today, all about feeling good and allowing good to flow in your life, knowing that you are in charge of creating your life on earth. And if you want it to be heaven, you can make it heaven. And knowing that you can pivot in an instant from feeling bad to feeling good just by focusing on what you want. How easy is that? Go out and do that today. I challenge you to feel good by focusing on what you want today. That's it. I will be with you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Jam Grandma out.